Hi guys, this is episode 6 and it's called Get Better and Stronger Looking Abs. This week we're going to be talking about, obviously, your stomach muscles. Now there's a lot of different things we can talk about here, but we're going to keep it nice and simple and talk about the obvious exercises. Now, to get that perfect six pack, yes, it's built in what's behind me, the kitchen, but you still need to do some key exercises. And we're going to talk through a couple of our favourites, plus also things we think are relevant exercise-wise to help with other things in the gym. But first of all, I'll start it off. The 3 exercises I think are the most suitable exercise you should be doing in the gym. Exercise 1, the leg raise. Now, as you can see on this video, this is a hanging exercise. Now you can use equipment to help you, like sleeves, which you just hook your elbows in, and it just takes a bit of weight off you. There's also hanging pieces of equipment you can use to support your elbows on as well. So it's just to take that sort of stress and that discomfort off you while you're focusing on the main area, which is your stomach muscles. Now this exercise is focusing on your lower abs. There are 3 areas, as I'll go through, which are key, and this is the first one. So when you're doing any sort of ab exercise, it's focusing on, you need to focus on where you're actually trying to work. So that's your stomach. So you're trying to contract the rest of your muscles to hold you in place so you can focus. And then you're focusing on pulling in that lower belly button, lower abs, your belly button area. So we're trying to raise the legs up. Now to do this, you need to have a slight curve in your back. So don't think posture in this exercise, where you think of chest forward, shoulders back, like we always talk through, but instead of arching your back, so we're going to engage the stomach muscles and we're going to take it out the lower back. So what you're trying to do is, as you see in here, I'm raising up my legs by pulling in my belly button, getting that nice curve in that lower back, as you can see here, holding and controlling down. As you see, hopefully you can see, there's no swinging going on. It shows I've got control of the movement. I'm pulling through the abdominal muscles and not using any momentum or using my hip flexors to swing through, because that's what would happen. If you didn't have control, you'd be using other muscle groups. So this one, focus on breathing out as you come up, because that's your working phase, and then breathing in as you relax back down again. This is exercise 2. This is called the kneeling cable crunch. Now this is the second movement we're focusing on, which is a simple crunch movement. So we're working more the upper abs, and you could say in this exercise. The key to this one is that you're supporting the weight with your hands, but not pulling with it. So you want to hold the adjustments by your head, around your ear area. You want to sit back onto your heels. Now you don't have to sit all the way back, as you can see here. I'm quite a distance away from my heels, but as long as you're quite static in that lower body. And then from that, we're looking for that nice curve again for that upper back, curving round, crunching those abs, pulling in that belly button, really squeezing, going as low as you can, and then resisting it back. Now, as I say to all my clients, and everyone in all the classes I do, with abs, you can get that double workout. That crunch is your first part of the workout, and that release is the second. Don't crunch and flex back. You won't get that same sort of squeeze, that same results you're looking for. That negative part of the movement, that resisting part, you can get a really good set of results from that. The last and final exercise is exercise 3, and this is called the bicycle crunch. Now this is focusing on your obliques. So we've done a lower ab exercise, we've done an upper ab exercise, and now we're focusing on a bit of a twisting. This one again, you see a lot of people do. It's quite a popular exercise to do, but it's also a very popular exercise to do wrong. So focus on control. Now, with this one, you're placing your hands by your head and you're using your elbows as targets, as direction. They don't need to meet any part of your other body. They're just there to direct you towards it. So you're in that crunch position with your feet off the floor. Now, most importantly, throughout this whole movement, you want to focus on your ankle and knee. When you're pushing through this movement, even with a straight or bent leg, the ankle is still the same height as the knee at all times. That shows you're contracting those abdominal muscles and you're not relaxing the ankle towards the bum. So keep it a nice smooth movement when you're doing your straight leg and your bent leg. Use those elbows as targets towards the knee, but try to be focused and determined to pull that elbow back so you get a nice twist through the body and not pulling it around towards your ear and try to cheat the movement. You don't need to touch that knee. So nice big movements. Focus on breathing out as you twist towards the knee and then breathing in as you relax back down again. Keep a nice gap between chin and chest so you don't strain that neck, because again we're focusing on here, we're not focusing on here, so you want to relax that bit off and just keep it slow and controlled. Focus on big, strong movements but under control. So if you focus on those 3 exercises, you're giving yourself a real good chance to see some nice definition of those abs.
Now, leading on from Ben's abdominal exercises, abdominal work and contractions and things like that around that core and around that midline is so beneficial for anyone who's experiencing lower back pain. Our body continually works in pairs. You've got the hamstring, the quad, you've got the bicep, the tricep, and therefore the lower back and then also the front of us is no different. In these videos, you'll see that I'm demonstrating 3 phases of the hollow body hold. Now, this is such a great movement to prescribe to anyone with lower back pain because it can be made harder, it can be made easier just by small little tweaks, and it's actually so taxing on the body. So phase 1 is just that isometric hold. And that means that we're eliciting that contraction phase without any sort of changes in length around that abdominal area. So you want to think about holding this for about 15 to 20 seconds and completing a good sort of 8 or 10. You'll definitely find that just by sinking that belly button into the floor and really pushing your lower back as far as you can into the floor and really reaching up with like your hands and feet towards the ceiling and the sky will really help with that lower back. It just enables us, we spend so much time in a little bit of extension in that lower back just through that natural curve in the spine, that actually popping the spine in the other way in that flexed position just helps take any sort of pressure and alleviates any sort of tenderness that's around that area. Making it a little bit harder and a little bit more challenging for those who are relatively strong around that area, what you can do is you can slightly lower the legs. So you still want to be sinking that belly button to the floor. You still want to be able to breathe and talk during this movement. We don't want to be holding any breath or unable to talk or anything like that. So you definitely kind of work on your breathing. It's all about that bracing phase. We're not here to be able to go red and blue in the face until we can't breathe anymore. You definitely want to be able to still have a conversation, still rate the movement out of 10, but just lowering the legs ever so slightly just incorporates a little bit more of the lower abdominals. And then phase 3 is when we lower the arms ever so slightly. So again, you should be performing this kind of like dish shape as such. Your lower back again sinking into the floor, getting rid of that natural arch that many of us have and kind of going into that more flexed position in that lower back. Again, holding for 15-20 seconds and completing sort of between 5 and 10 of them a day will really help ease any sort of lower back pain that you guys are experiencing, whether that's through work, through sport, through deadlifts maybe. But yeah, this is really helpful couple of exercises. Like I say, you can regress, you can make it harder and things like that. Play about with the time, but definitely start off basic because you'll be surprised how much it is quite challenging.
So there are our 3 exercises each. As you can see, they're very different type of exercises. Mine are very much more crunching. Lives with more sort of holding and controlling. So it's very beneficial to use both sides to it to help with all your training. So it's not just about looking good, about feeling strong. So hopefully you found that episode very enjoyable and very educational. We did doing the exercises in the gym, made us do some more ab work and some more control work, which we might not do enough of. And yeah, hopefully it's another video which gets you towards your goal. So
we've decided to come in matching uniform today.
Yeah,
evidently.
That, yeah.
We didn't communicate
like
whilst getting dressed this morning.
We like green.
But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Super quick one again. We don't want to be waffling on. We may lose some of you through our boredom of our own voices. But if you've got any questions, any queries or anything like that, please don't forget to comment below on this YouTube link, or alternatively when I get around to posting it on Instagram, who, by the way, I'm still having problems with. Then do drop us a direct message. Please follow us on our Instagram and our social media platform @_reps and recovery. You can also follow our personal pages if you did want to as well.
So basically we do have one question for you guys. We are posting these out weekly and we do hope you're enjoying it. We want to know from you, 1, what do you want to hear more of? And 2, do you still want to see it weekly? We're thinking about, because we do both have very busy schedules at the moment, and we don't want to affect the quality of what we're trying to get out to you. So are you enjoying seeing weekly videos, or would you be happy to see one every 2 weeks? Is the content is what you want to see, want to hear about, want to learn about, or is there other things you want to know about? We are here to provide you with a service, and therefore that's why we're asking you.
So please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how many episodes you would like to see and things like that. But yeah, we're just struggling ever so slightly, especially like because there's 2 of us to have the same free time during the day to then be able to record all the content. But we will continue to deliver as best that we can, so please don't forget to get in touch. So have a really great week next week.
So hope to see you soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye.